guys, today, even though I still sound a bit, well, I definitely feel better than yesterday. Like yesterday I think was probably the worst ever thing. I felt horrendous, honestly. Just had a little coffee, I just had an Americano actually this morning. And I've got client call fairly soon in like half an hour. So I'm doing a bit of journaling, a couple of client messages from yesterday because I normally have a client check-in day on a Monday. But different time zones and things, like some of my clients check in a bit later, so then I don't normally get back to them until Tuesday. So yeah, it's going to be hopefully a good day today. I have got a couple of photo shoots lined up, I think. One either this weekend or early next week, and then potentially one in Barcelona, but I need to actually look at flights and things for that because that'll be a bit of a flying visit. But yeah, that'll be really exciting. So I'll keep you guys updated on the situations. Today, hopefully I'll be able to get back to training and things. I've got check-in with my coach today. I need to do that. And then just the usual bits really. But I think it's gonna be nice just to feel a little bit better. I have actually taken some cold and flu tablets just now because when I have to stare at a laptop, like my eye and my nose are still like streaming and watery. So that's the updates. But we're out and about. I'm just heading to the gym. I'm going to actually start in the studio, just do some routine development because obviously I'm not only doing my training sessions, so I'm going to take it obviously chill with them, but doing some handstands and a bit of routine work would definitely not harm, so that's it. We are now on Wednesday and I'm not going to lie, it's been a very tough couple of days. I've literally felt horrendous since Friday. Today has been the first day that I haven't taken any kind of cold, flu tablets, Nurofen, whatever. And I'm definitely feeling a lot better. Don't know if I had COVID or what I had. I did have many of the symptoms of COVID, so it might have been that. And I was trying to kind of battle through getting things done, which maybe wasn't the best idea. Like, I definitely took it easy, but I probably should have just completely rested off everything and maybe it would have kind of been better, but you know, we live and learn. Sorry, just got something stuck in my throat. We have changed a couple of things to check-in today. My coach is really pleased with my check-in pictures, but we have lowered food a little bit. Weight's definitely come down a bit, although I don't know what it was in Mexico because we didn't actually take my weight in Mexico. But it's come down a little bit from like the mini bulk that we did before going, and food is now I think just over 2,000 calories on training day and like 1,700 or 800 on non-training days. And I think from next week we'll be adding in cardio every other day. So yeah, we're starting to actually get into prep mode, which is kind of exciting because I'm looking forward to, you know, just getting full pelt with everything now. And I may not have to do 2 competitions in July. I might just be doing the British, but I've just got to wait to confirm that at the moment. So yeah, we shall see. If we do the British, that is the 30th to the 31st, I think, of July. So we've got maybe 11-12 weeks, I'm not quite sure. I need to look at my calendar if that's the case. If we have to do the one prior, 2 weeks prior, which is like a regional qualifier, that will be the 16th. So it's all go, 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 and finally, now I'm feeling better, you know, we're going to be able to crack on with everything. I'm not going to lie, this probably isn't going to be the most interesting vlog today, but I have just come back from town. I was doing a bit of work in the coffee shop, one of my favourite ones. It's a fly. Society, it was really, really nice actually. I forgot how much I love just doing work in coffee shops in Oxford because there's a lot of people working in there and it's just so, I don't know, there's something special about it. Like the coffee shops were all so good, so I love it. Some books on the way back. In keeping with trying to be more present with what I do, I really do want to try and like switch off from technology, social media that I'm not using for like, I guess, YouTube purposes or my business purposes. I got 2 books, which I'm quite excited to read. I'm going to try and read them before I go to bed each night. Sorrow and Bliss, this is actually recommended. It's apparently signed as well, which is kind of nice. And My First Year of Rest and Relaxation. I thought that looked quite interesting. So I'm looking forward to reading both. I'll let you know how both of them go. Good morning, guys! Very exciting news. I've booked my flights to Barcelona, so I'll be going next, I think it's Thursday, and then I return on Saturday. So I'll be doing my shoot on the Friday, And then I've actually got a shoot either prior, I'm hoping it will be Wednesday to going, or it will be Saturday afternoon, evening time when I get back. So yeah, that's really exciting. Tomorrow, I think priority is I'm going to have to go shopping to get some things for the shoot. So I may actually go to London, just because I feel like it's easier. If I go to like London Westgate or somewhere, there's quite a lot of shops where I can get stuff from. Whereas Oxford's a little bit limited, it's not like the best for shopping. So yeah, that is very exciting. Woo. Today I thought I would film my push session, as I always end up filming lower body or posterior, not the push session. I started off with lateral raises. This was actually, I think, my second set, my main working set at 6 kg. And then I did another set, which was slightly higher reps at 4 kg. My shoulders were already looking quite pumped in this, which, you know, I'm quite pleased with, to be totally honest. Yeah, this was my 4 kg set, so I think it was slightly higher reps. And then I moved on to the next exercise, which was shoulder press. The shoulder press was actually meant to be using the Smith machine. The Smith machine unfortunately wasn't free, so I did use the free plate loaded machine for the shoulder press instead. I actually prefer this machine to the Smith machine. I prefer the setup of it. It's a little bit easier. Sometimes I find the Smith machine can be quite difficult to set up actually for the overhead press, just because of the seat position. So I'm focusing slow on the eccentric, and then pausing for a second at the top, pausing for a second at the bottom, driving up with the arms. This was my second set at 15 kg each side, and then I did go one heavier, so I went 17.5 kg each side on the next set. I think the final set was a drop set. As always, I didn't film all sets because I thought you guys might get a little bit bored, but I just thought I would run through most of the exercises so you got a general idea of what I was doing in this session today. Yeah, it was pretty challenging towards the end, as you can see by the facial expressions. And the next exercise I moved on to was the chest press machine. I actually quite like this machine. I feel like when you bring the arms out front, you can get a really good contraction in the chest. And this was my warm-up set, so I had 5 kg each side. For some reason I find this surprisingly difficult, considering I'm actually quite good at bench. For some reason I can't lift that heavier weight each side on this machine. I don't know if it's just because I'd done the shoulder press machine before. But I did actually find this last time. I remember adding like 15s each side thinking, no, I actually can't lift this. I think in the end I ended up just doing 7.5 kg each side. Again, focusing on the tempo of the exercise, nice and controlled, squeezing the chest as the arms come out front. And I did 3 sets of this exercise. After the chest press machine, I moved on to tricep dips. Tricep dips are actually one of my favourite exercises. However, after the chest press and the shoulder press, they are very, very difficult. Normally, if, say, I did them first, I'd probably do about 20 reps of very good technique. I think I managed my first set like 10 reps. And then after that, it got progressively less. So I'm trying to lower down for 2 seconds. Really, I should be holding for 2 seconds at the bottom, 2 seconds at the top. I was a little bit fast actually as I'm watching that tempo back. After the tricep dip, I moved on to Pec Deck. Again, this is an exercise I quite enjoy doing. I feel like I get really good contraction as the arms come forwards. I could possibly have the right arm a little bit straighter actually in this position, maybe the seat a tiny bit higher. So when you're doing this position, you want to make sure that your arm's coming all the way back, but not to the point where it's beyond comfortable, because there are different settings actually on the machine. I think I went on like the middle setting as the arms were coming back. After the Pec Deck machine, I moved on to more tricep exercises. So I actually moved on to a tricep, I think it's a cross down or something, I can't quite remember what it's called. Different people call things different names. But I really enjoy this exercise at the moment. This is actually quite a new exercise added to the program. And I feel like you can get really good contraction as you fully extend the arms in the triceps. So I did I think I did 3 sets of this exercise, and then I did 3 sets of the next exercise, which is a single arm tricep extension on the cables. Again, you can see the triceps working really well in this position. Just want to make sure the hand or the arm is coming all the way up to the shoulder, or as close as possible, and then as you're bringing the hand down, you are fully extending that tricep. That was actually the last exercise in my session. However, I did actually do one additional exercise just because I wanted to get that ultimate pump at the end. So I did go back into the free weight section, and I actually did sitting down lateral raises just to exhaust the shoulders at the end of the session, which you'll see in a second. So this is the last exercise. Shoulders have got a good pump on now. I wasn't going too heavy, just 4 kg, and I think I just finished off with 2 sets of this exercise. And then I actually moved on to some posing in the studio because the studio is relatively free today. Sometimes the studio is very, very busy. Actually training like mid-morning is a very good time just because the gym's probably one of the quietest at that time, and it means that it's a bit better for filming because when the gym's super busy, it's not ideal at all for filming. Guys, I just finished a really good push session and then also some posing. I'm going to see if that's the best I felt in like 6 days since returning from Mexico. So that is positive. I'll insert all the clips. It's such a beautiful day. And I'm going to end my vlog here. I hope you guys have enjoyed the little bit of upper push. I was trying to think what I trained then. And the posing practice. And we'll be back now. I am better to regular vlogs. As I said, next week's going to be a very busy week because we go to Barcelona on Thursday, Friday, I think I return on Saturday. I've got a photo shoot on Wednesday. And I've got all my usual training to get in, all my usual client stuff to get in. So it's going to be go, 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 but very, very, very exciting. Tomorrow I will try and, I think, go on a shopping day actually to get some things for the shoots. And yeah. See you for the next video. Bye guys.